Hi, welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through some cool Pico 8 games to show to you lovely people. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new version of Pico 8 for me, and I'm feeling good. Yes, Pico 8 0.2.4 is out today. Go and check it out. I'm checking it out right now. So, let's load up today's game. Today's game is called Porklike, and it's by the developer called Christman. We last played one of Christman's games on this channel a few videos ago. It was, let's get the name right because I always get it wrong, Mei-chan's Sweet Buns, which was a really cool kind of match 3 puzzle game. That's really underselling it. It's go and check it out anyway. Today's game though is called Porklike, and it is a roguelike with pork based product theming. Let's get it started because it has a really nice title screen and the music's really cool as well. So we'll have that playing in the background whilst I read through the description and things, you know, that quality content that you come to this channel for. Let's get it started. There we go. Porklike, Wurst comes to Wurst. Yes, lots of puns. I like it. So Porklike is a roguelike. Let's read the description because it's a good description and it will make much more concise sense than what I will. Porklike is a classic turn-based roguelike with a minimalist lo-fi aesthetic. The graphics in this game I like a lot. More on those later. Enter the Tower of First Lord. Can you make it to the top and steal his legendary Kielbasa? Knowing my skill at this game, probably not. Can you make it to the top? I've read that bit. 9 floors of dangerous traps and enemies await you. Yeah, I can get to about level 5, so we'll see how well I do. Only if you move carefully and master your character's abilities will you become the champion of Porklike. That's unlikely to happen in this video, but maybe you are better at this game than I am. The game's controlled with a keyboard, standard Pico 8 controls. I should probably say this in case you've never played Pico 8 before. Pico 8's controls on the keyboard are the Z and X keys and the arrow keys, but I like to be awkward and I like to use a controller, which is brilliant because the buttons will be all wrong and I'll be confused all the time. Anyway. Now, interesting thing about this game before I get started showing you the game. Porklike was written, I'm reading from the itch page here, this isn't my amazing ability to just speak off the cuff. Porklike was written and designed by Christian Mayuski, an independent developer and the host of Lazy Devs Academy video channel. Go and check out that video channel right now. Lazy Devs Academy posts really good, great in fact, YouTube videos about Pico 8. This game was developed from start to finish as a video tutorial series. I used this very tutorial series to make my own roguelike. It's very good. Check it out. Yeah, check out Lazy Devs Academy as well because there's some fantastic videos on there. Christman is a legend in the Pico 8 community, and rightly so. Anyway, let's carry on with our making of. The music, which you can hear now, fantastic, was composed by Sebastian Hassler, a music composer for film, TV and video games. We last heard some of Sebastian's music on Mei-chan's Sweet Buns, so the old team is back together again. I love the music in this game. It really fits the mood of the game. It's really nice. The artwork, the environment art and some characters were inspired by the work of pixel artist Pixel Art M. All these people I will link in the description if I remember. The artwork of the enemies was inspired by the work of the pixel artist Kurai S and used with their permission. And yes, the game was entirely written in Pico 8. So there we go, that's the lovely information from the itch page where I just read it out and hopefully talk about it and shed light on it. Let's talk about the game then. Let's get playing the game. So this is a turn-based roguelike. Now, in this day and age, in 2021, everything is a roguelike, and it's kind of annoying to me. This is a roguelike though. This isn't just a game that has some random elements, which apparently is all you need. I mean, I'm surprised this game doesn't get described as a Metroidvania. You know, it's got items in that you collect. Metroid, it's turn-based, roguelike, there's randomization, procedural generation. Just punching the mic and destroying everything. I get so annoyed about how these These meaningless genres are attached to the games. Anyway, this is a true roguelike, in the true roguelike sense of the word. My little rant there has totally messed up my setup, hasn't it? Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? It's a dungeon crawler. It's turn-based. The levels are procedurally generated. There is permadeath. There is a steep learning curve. This is a roguelike. This is a proper roguelike. The only thing that's not making this a completely pure hardcore roguelike, it's not in ASCII graphics. But you know, I don't think people really want that in a Pico 8 game, do they? Whatever. This isn't Dwarf Fortress. Is that a roguelike? I'm getting off track. In the game, we explore, we pick up items. The items have abilities. Are they items? Are they abilities? Whatever. We've just picked up Spear. This hits 2 spaces in a direction, so kind of like Roman Reigns. He can spear, can't he? And Goldberg. We pick up items, and they are single-use items. I've used up one of my spears there, pressing the wrong button. More of that to come. So we need to conserve our abilities. We need to pick the right time to use them. That was not the right time, so I've just made the game even harder for myself. Can we just appreciate the animation on that menu transition? One of the things that I really like about Christman's games is how polished they are, how there's so much attention to detail. Look at this, look. When you move to the bottom of the screen, the HUD slides to the top of the screen. It doesn't just move to the top, it slides in a nice way. Little touches like that. The animation of the torches, look. These little touches, all of these collectively add up to make a very polished, very enjoyable, very professional looking game. Right. The graphics as well. Have you noticed how it's kind of nearly monochrome except for the yellow bits? It's kind of 1-bit-ish. Very nice. Very nicely done. Check out the itch page as well, because there's a really beautifully illustrated manual for the game, and that uses the same colour scheme as the game. Isn't that cool? Anyway, let's transition. Notice as well, look, there's a little transition, a little fade out when you move from level to level. Just these little touches. So, we explore a dungeon. As you can see, there is line of sight. There is fog of war. And yes, we encounter enemies, and the enemies follow us. Now, I'm running away from the enemy, not because I am, not because I'm cowardly, but because that's what you need to do to not get hit. The game, I'm going to get hit now. The game has a very steep learning curve. I'm about to come bashing into that learning curve. Oh, that was silly. Oh, that was even more silly. This game doesn't pull any punches. If you screw up like that, or if you're just unlucky, I think there might be a little bit of luck in there, but that's mostly my screw up. You will not get very far in this game. It's it's a roguelike. You need to... the exit's there. Shall I just leave? It's a roguelike. There is a steep learning curve. You need to learn the tricks of the game. I've learned one trick so far, which I've been unable to demonstrate because I'm so bad and unlucky at this game. Anyway, let's move on. You need to learn the game to be any good at it. It kind of feels ridiculous that I need to say that, but I feel like some people might react to this game saying it's too hard. It is hard, but you know, it's a roguelike. They're meant to be hard. And if it's hard, you know, at least you'll feel satisfied if you manage to succeed. Or maybe not, I don't know. Right. I am getting the runaround from these guys. Ooh, I got an item out of a pot. Usually pots are just empty, so it's nice to get an item there. I think that's jump. No, it's suplex. Each of the moves then, there is a lot of wrestling theme moves now that I think about it. So I've got Roman Reigns' spear, I've got Brock Lesnar's and Kurt Angle's suplex. Whatever next? Now, in the last game that I played, I don't think suplex does any damage. Brock Lesnar's not going to be very happy. Suplex City and all that. No, that doesn't do them any damage. So yeah, better do that. Now you see, now that I know that there are items in these pots, I'm going to start smashing those much more thoroughly. Oh, this enemy. I can get enemies in pots as well. I'm finding out so many things. It makes it look like I never played this game, but I have played this game. I do play games before I decide to write reviews about them, but I'm finding out loads of little things. Lots of hidden details in this game. I like it. Anyway, we really don't want to take hits. So one of the things that you need to learn very quickly in this game is how the enemies move, how you can kind of benefit from the way they move, and position yourself so that you can get a hit on them without being hit yourself. I demonstrated that extremely poorly at the start of the video. Hopefully things will pick up a little bit now. However, we're on floor 3, so also the difficulty is going to pick up. Anyway, let's just keep away from... Oh dear. Oh no. There we go, that was lucky. One of the comparisons I would make for this game is not a roguelike, but... Well, it is... No, I'm not going to go down that road again. It's the game Into the Breach, which, yeah, some people might say has roguelike elements. It doesn't. Anyway, the combat in this game reminds me a lot of the combat in Into the Breach. Into the Breach, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's a game by Subset Games. The guys made FTL. And it's a turn-based kind of chess-like game. But the combat in it, lots of the abilities that you have in combat and Into the Breach moves enemies around. There'll be things where there are attacks that move across, that can attack across a couple of squares. Each of the attacks in Into the Breach feels very unique, and the attacks in this game have a similar feel. In fact, some of the attacks and the moves and the names of the moves have been kind of lifted from Into the Breach. So that's a nice little nod there, Chrisman. I see what you did there and I like it. Like the suplex, one of the robots in Into the Breach can do a suplex. I'm in a bit of a poor position now, because if I move into that corner, the slime's going to follow me. So what I'm going to go and try and do, and I think this will work, I'm going to use one of my abilities. I just picked up Bolt and didn't even realise. Bolt, ranged attack, does 1 damage and stops enemy. That sounds really good. I want to save that for an important time. Push, what does that do? Pushes enemy 1 space and stops them. A lot of these effects will be very familiar to you if you played Into the Breach, and I think it works super well in this roguelike dungeon crawler setting. Very cool idea. Anyway, let's see if I can waste a suplex to skip a move. Skipping a move would be one of the most powerful abilities in this game, but it's not an ability that we have access to. We have to instead waste our suplexes. Oh, if only he was in a different position. How could I do this, I wonder? I could skip it. I could use a suplex again to skip. It's not such a great move, that suplex, anyway. Right. Anyway, that went fairly well. Ooh, here we go. We have 2 enemies next to each other in a line, and we have a spear left. So, let's do a Roman Reigns here, and there we go. Nice. The combat is very satisfying in this when you manage to get it right. And again, there is a learning curve in this game. You know? A door. Oh dear, 1 monster holds the key. So somewhere on this dungeon there's a monster holding a key. If we're lucky, we'll bump into it. If we're not lucky, we'll traipse around the level, and then at some point the Verse Lord is going to make an appearance. Ooh, what's that? Smash? Oh, that smashes are good. Smash lets us bash through walls. We're going to save that for later. That might be important. Anyway, what have we got? We don't have spear anymore. We use that up, but we do have bolt. So let's try that. Okay, I was hoping that thing would have had the key. Maybe it'll be this one. The reason I'm using the ranged attack on this, is it like a Venus flytrap? If you go anywhere near them, they will do damage to you, and you don't want to take damage in this game because, you know, you die and you have to start again. And I want to show you as much of this game as I can because it's so good. Check out this game if that's not immediately obvious. The link's down below on itch. You can bask in the glory of the beautifully illustrated manual as well. But anyway, let's get this over with. There we go. Is that no key? Where's the key? It's going to be down here, isn't it? Guarded by an enemy that I can't deal with. Push. Ranged attack pushes enemy 1 space and stops them. I don't think that's going to help us here. Let's see. No. Oh dear, that was bad. Now I have a problem. How do we get through? How do we get through those traps? Because I can guarantee those traps are going to do some sort of damage to us. Can we attack them? Smash? Smashes a wall or does 2 damage. That's not a wall. I can't smash my way through there. What am I supposed to do here? Am I just going to have to eat a hit here? I feel like this might be the end of the game for me. I think I'm going to have to start again. I mean, there is the door. Now, I've tried this. You can't use smash to break down doors. Now, I could smash the wall next to the door, but I feel like there'll be another wall behind that. Maybe. Not sure. I'm going to take my chances with the razor blade. I'm sure this will end well. Okay, so they do a lot of damage. It's a roguelike. You're not going to win every game. Or if you're like me, you're not going to win any game. Anyway, let's have another game of that, shall we? Hopefully I won't lose 2 hit points on the first level this time. Oh, this music. The music by Sebastian Hassler is so good. It sets the mood so well. You know? It's the one tune that loops all the way through, but you don't really mind so much. I certainly don't mind. What's this one? Spin. That's a good trick. Spin's one of my favourite abilities because I am very good at getting myself surrounded by enemies, and spin comes into its own when that happens. Okay, so that's kind of unfortunate that the slime immediately found me. Oh no, I feel like the one that's closest to us is going to keep following, but I feel like the one behind isn't. Okay, that was fortunate. Now that was fortunate. That's more luck than I normally have. Push. I haven't managed to use push effectively yet. I'm just thinking. I wonder if the floor tiles affect line of sight, or if it's just for decoration. I feel like these floor tiles that I'm in now might be like long grass or something. Maybe. Don't know. That enemy there is a bomb. And if we attack the bomb, it does damage to us. I don't want that to happen. Have we got any ranged attacks? Spin and push. I wonder if I push the bomb. No, let's not try and be clever. Let's just move on. Oh, those Venus fly traps are a pain in the neck. Anyway, here's the exit. Now, I'm going to wander around on this level for a little bit, just to show you what happens if you take too long in a level. The Verse Lord turns up. And he will pursue you and follow you. We've just picked up a spear. Here he is. So, somewhat mercifully, the Verse Lord appears at the entrance to the level, nice and far away from us, so I get to run away from him. I am terrified of the Verse Lord. I don't know what happens if he gets near you. I don't imagine you can defeat him, seeing as he's named as the... well, this is his tower. I'd imagine he's the end boss, so I'm just going to leave him. Just leave him well alone. Floor 2. I only took 1 hit on floor 1, which is probably 1 more hit than I should, but here we are on floor 2. So as you can see, quite a few different abilities. They're all pretty cool. They have their niche uses. Some are obviously a lot more useful more of the time than others. Hook. Hook is a cool one. Again, into the breach. I like the reference. Hook pulls an enemy 1 space towards you and stops them. That sounds like it's going to be useful for manipulating enemies on the battlefield. Because I'm often in a position where I'm trying to, like here, trying to skip a turn. Right, let's use our hook then. So that kind of gives us a free hit. That's good. There we go. That went well. Did you see the concentration in my face then? You have to think in this game. I imagine there would be someone in the world who could speedrun this game, because once you have learned the enemy patterns, well, once you can learn the enemy patterns is what I'm saying. Let's see if we can use hook to our advantage again. Try and hook this guy. Get a hit. Oh no. No, that... I was hoping that slime would kind of stay there, but he didn't. Oh well. I don't want to take a hit. I've also run out of hooks. Spear? Spear is really powerful though. But I don't want to take a hit, so let's use it. Let's not be precious with the items. I don't think that's how you get very far in this game. Slap! Slap! Vicky Guerrero's not very happy about this gimmick infringement here. Hits an enemy and hops backwards, stops enemy. That sounds really good. Some enemies that we're going to meet later on take more than one hit. That sounds like we can hit them, but then kind of back off, and then they're going to have to kind of advance on us again. That sounds useful. Let's keep that one. Push isn't so useful. I haven't found a use for it yet anyway. Now, do I want to fight this guy? What if I move towards him? Can these guys actually hit us? Let's find out. No, they can't. That's good to know. Good. There we go. I've learned something there. We've all learned something about the kind of slime-spewing monster enemies. Floor 3. Getting better. Let's see how far I can get, shall I? I haven't really talked enough about how well this game is made. The graphics in it are beautiful. The animation is beautiful. I love the pixel art designs. The characters for 8 pixels have a lot of... Ooh, got another slap. That's good. The characters for 8 pixels have a lot of personality. I appreciate that. Nothing in those pots. Oh, this looks like a really bad room. Right, let's just leave that, shall we? Although, now that I think about it, one of those enemies is very likely to have the full. We are full. Well, we won't be anymore because we're going to use that spear, and I've got suplex. Not the best move, suplex. I haven't found a good use for it yet, but it will let us skip a turn. So let's do that. Oh, that's not helped, has it? Slap. Suplex. Should I just use suplex to skip a turn? I feel like that's probably wasting the ability there, but I've yet to find... Oh dear, I'm going to have to go back into the room of hell, aren't I? Oh no, this is bad. So not only do I not have the key, but now the Verse Lord has appeared. I'm going to have to get much more aggressive. Probably going to take... Yeah, I'm taking... Yeah, I'm dead. There you go. That's what happens when you panic in this game. You die. It's a roguelike, you're going to die. It's how the game works. I'm kind of disappointed here because I did the first video, but the sound wasn't working very well. You couldn't hear the beautiful game music. And I'm actually at to level 5 on that video. And I've said that I can get to level 5, and now I've died twice on level 3. So that's not great, is it? But anyway, what is great is this game. You need to check it out immediately. I should have reviewed this game ages ago, but I found it very hard to begin with because there is a steep learning curve. You have to learn how the enemies move through trial and error. There's an emphasis on the error there. You'll be making lots of errors to begin with. I'm still making lots of errors. I'd love this title screen. It's still good. And then the music kind of kicks in. The presentation of this game is just second to none. Really, really smooth. This makes Pico 8 look fantastic. It really plays to the strengths of the fantasy console perfectly. Anyway. Oh, I cannot play another game. The video will be an hour long. Slap. I don't want to use slap though. It's so much fun, this game. I should probably have used slap in that last area, shouldn't I? Because it attacks us but moves us backwards in a kind of defensive way. I did forget to do that. Whoops. Anyway, it's a new game. You're going to die a lot on this game. Just get used to it. It's a roguelike. An actual roguelike. It's a game that's like the original game, Rogue. It's not just some dungeon crawler. The plants. The bombs and the plants. Ooh, maybe slap will work on the bombs. Because it hits an enemy and we hop backwards. Does it do damage to the enemy? It says stops enemy. Let's find out. There we go. Okay, so good against the bombs, but it also pushed us towards that Venus flytrap plant. So, have I learned anything there? Yes, I have. I've learnt plenty of stuff. Push, slap is definitely useful. And also, look, the bomb, it's busted a hole through the walls of the dungeon. How cool is that? I want to do that again. This time without getting hit. No, we're not going to suplex it. We're going to push it. Not push it, we're going to slap it. Oh, I like this. Just discovered that little trick. As you can see, a lot of satisfaction to be got from... Oh! A lot of satisfaction to be gained in this game by learning things and then just doing that. Oh my god. Right. Oh, it's a good game, this. Right. I am going to finish things off pretty soon, even though I'm carrying on playing the game. And I said I was going to stop the video, and I haven't. This is the second time I've done this video now, and it's the second time I've said I'm gonna finish things off here and then just carry it on. It's so good though. Right, here's the exit. Right, this is good. There we go. That was lucky. You need to check this game out. It's a lot of fun. Great turn-based dungeon crawler. Lovely, lovely pixel art graphics. I love the limited color palette. Really nice. The gameplay. Chrisman's games that I've played anyway. They are very densely designed. Every little piece of the game is there for a reason. There aren't careless details added into these games, and there are a lot of little details. So a lot of thought has clearly gone into this game, and it's paid off. It took me a while to realise that the little pots that we can smash, they're not just there as a Zelda reference. You know, they let us skip a turn, which lets us, lets the enemies move so that we can hit them. They also contain items and sometimes enemies, sometimes. So every little element of the game like that has, some kind of a use. These spinning razor blades, which so far I've only killed myself on them. We'll be able to push enemies into those, I'm guessing, to kill them, These little tricks, these little cool little interactions in the game. There are so many little interactions like that. There's a lot to uncover in this game. And yeah, that's just what you want in a roguelike, that depth beneath the surface of the game. The little tricks to learn. Fantastic. Right, floor 2. That was an eventful floor 1, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm going to finish things off now because I have a habit of just making these videos go on, and I could easily play this game on video for an hour. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's just... oh, the grapple. I was going to stop the video and I picked up a cool item. What I'm going to do is just go headlong and get to that lovely game over screen, which you will become intimately familiar with. You see, if you play the game like a moron, like I was doing when I first started playing the game, you're not going to get very far, although I am doing remarkably well so far. Let's just barrel... There we go, I'm dead. If you play the game like that, this is going to happen. But anyway, I wanted to finish things off here because this is like a nice way of finishing the video, isn't it? And it's a nice little game over screen with the game's logo there. Oh, the design of this game. So good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Check out Chrisman on Twitter. Chrisman is his personal account where he posts his games. He's also got the Laser Devs Academy Twitter, which there's going to be lots of links underneath this video, isn't there? Check out Laser Devs Academy as well for some really cool Pico 8 tutorial videos. I've learned a lot from that channel. You can too. Also, obviously, check out this game Porklike on itch. It's also on Splore. It may be elsewhere, but those are the two places that I have found it. Anyway, check it out. It's a really cool game. As you can see, I've had a lot of fun playing it. I try and keep these videos short, and then I get to play games like this, and then we end up with a half-hour video of me just saying how good something is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to stop things now. Hopefully a little bit smoother this time than the first attempt at the video. So yeah, go and check out Parklike, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.